Welcome back, Nick Lenz. Comic Corner Classics / Non-Classics, episode number 1190 and Doubleshot number 1084. I have two Marvel trades. First up, it is Secret Warriors, Volume 3, Wake the Beast. Collecting issues 11 to 16 of the first volume for Secret Warriors. Written by Jonathan Hickman, artwork by Safio Castelli. And it's it's kind of weird though, the fact that it's one of the artists on here. It's basically Alessio Viti and Kako Galicia. Now, a lot of the storyline is input setup. Lots of setup. Like, it's building towards something. Like, now, as you see in the cover, yes, the Gorgon is in here. And there's some interesting things seen in here. Like, Nick Fury on a date with his old lover, Contessa, who's working for Leviathan. As far as I can tell, they still love each other, despite the fact they work for different organizations now. She works for Leviathan, he works for himself. And they go on a brief date, and of course, they have to have bodyguards there. They're there for like less than 5 minutes, and he's like, I brought you damn flowers. And that's it. Though I will get to more of it. Now, the thing with their relationship, it's been mostly on and off since the 60s. And here's also quite strange, though. It's barely progressed at all. Not to the point where they're going to get married at all. No, that's one thing I thought was quite stupid of a relationship. Yeah, this book also reveals the character Jerry Sludge, who is one of the members of Secret Warriors, is the son of old Thor and Hulk villain, the Absorbing Man. Yep, which means he's also Titania's stepson. Yes, and this is the only time you get a chance to see these two interact with each other, because as far as I know, after the series ended, Jerry Sludge was never seen again in Marvel Comics. He just disappeared. But lucky enough, Daisy Johnson still appeared. Also, she apparently, decided to start a sexual relationship with JT, aka Hellfire. Of course, JT is basically James Taylor. Okay. And basically, this happens in the middle of the kitchen while playing cards, and she does this. She just basically openly makes out with them right in front of the teammates, and they have no problem with it at all. I think it's been hinted at that both these two have had a thing for each other, and Hickman's like, just put them together. But it doesn't last very long. I will get to that when I discuss Volume 4. 5, which is basically built toward the very end of the series. Now, there's a lot of stuff here with the Gorgon where he just... Apparently, the Gorgon, I did not know this about him. Apparently, he has problems with his eyes because part of the series, he didn't have this problem. Where whenever he looks at anybody, they apparently turn to stone. What is he, Medusa? I don't remember him actually having this build before prior to this. No. And also, there's something interesting about this character. Now, in this universe, he's basically the head of the hand. Right now, anyways. Yeah, he's the head of the hand. And he's wearing this outfit, despite the fact when he previously appeared prior to this series, he was on wearing red business suits. Let's see what else. It's like they basically planning to get set going forward. There's also appearance by Duncan Gabe Jones, formerly of the original Highland Commandos. And that's it. There's also a brief skirmish between Hand and the Hydra, but that's it. It's mostly like building up towards something that doesn't happen just yet. But it's still a good continuation of the series. Got good artwork, too. Give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Even has, believe it or not, the story even has a backstory of how Contessa first joined S.H.I.E.L.D. She was recruited by Dum Dum Dugan. Yep. Alright, moving on to a different Marvel book. This came up before that one did. This is New Avengers, Volume 6, The Revolution. Yeah, this contains issues 26 to 31 of New Avengers versus first volume. 26 is simply a Hawkeye standalone issue where he is looking for the Scarlet Witch. And he finds her, and they have sex. No joke, they have sex. This is referenced once after this in an issue of Mighty Avengers, where he makes out with the Scarlet Witch, who turned out to be not the actual Scarlet Witch, but actually Loki in disguise. Well, the female Loki, that was JMS did that. Yep. They also have been here back and forth of a stuff before the main stuff in here and stuff in the main. Now, this of course does happen here. You have Ronan versus the Hand. The Ronan first is Mania Lopez, who was the original Ronan. And then she sends her costume back to the U.S. Hopefully they find Matt Murdock. But no, it somehow ends up it's sent from Matt Murdock via Dakota North to Danny Rand. Now, Danny Rand is first basically about to be arrested for not registering with S.H.I.E.L.D. And then thanks to his lawyer, he's like, He's like, I'm already registered. He's like, yes, he is registered as a lethal weapon with the U.S. government. So technically, Tony Stark cannot legally touch Iron Fist. Yes. Thank you, basically, Bendis, for doing it. I'm sure he probably didn't like Civil War, the original Civil War book. Also, if you're curious, yes, Spider-Man's wearing his black costume. They don't really talk about that in here. Not really, no. They don't talk about that until next book, The Trust. And oh boy, that's a build to the next crossover. I will discuss that. So, Maya Lopez basically is in prison with the Hand, though she basically is nearly tortured by them. They're lucky enough that Spider-Man's the one rescues her. Yes, the married man goes rescue Monday. And she even quotes Luke Skywalker. I'm Luke Skywalker, I'm here to rescue you. He's like, come with me. And he almost quotes basically the Terminator, like, how many you want to live. And I thought that was so funny. And it's so cool seeing Luke Cage be up the frickin' Hand, which is so awesome. Seeing him, Iron Fist, Wolverine, who's got history with the Hand, Spider-Woman. Now, Iron Fist, he actually joins the group with this storyline. Yep, they got a brand new group, which is comprised of, well, they keep Luke Cage, Wolverine, Spider-Man here. The Spider-Man changed costume. They added Iron Fist. Spider-Man was already still on the roster at this point, though they reveal something about her later. We also have Doctor Strange. He joins the group here. Yeah, I'm sure that Bendis really wanted him on a team, but maybe they want to stay related, but luckily he's on the team now. And this Ronin who used to be Hawkeye. Yep, Hawkeye is now a new Ronin. He just takes the costume because he's no longer Hawkeye anymore. And according to Luke Cage, who's new leader of the team, he says, what's a big show like you? Because here's the thing. Hawkeye is a big name Avenger. That's the way that Bendis writes him. Writes Luke Cage. But here's kind of the thing. Spider-Man has been Avenger before prior to this book, though he was a reserve Avenger. He never regularly served the main team, mind you, but he was a reserve Avenger because he referred to his own thing. But Hawkeye, he was a full-fledged Avenger. He was also the second person to join the group after the group first formed back in the 60s. First joined issue 16, where he basically just broke into the mansion and took Edward Jarvis hostage. It's just to prove a point that he could do it. So, and here's the thing. The new Avengers headquarters is not the Avengers Tower anymore. Nope, at this point it's the second Sanctorum. And there's a joke like, what are you guys, new Avengers? The new Avengers? And he's like, no, we're old school Avengers. And of course, they also get brief skirmish with Iron Man with his team of Mighty Avengers, which is comprised of the Wasp, Miss Marvel, Wonder Man, Ares, and the Sentry. Yep. And Iron Man's like, you're under arrest, the war is over. And he's like, and Luke Cage's like, nuh-uh. Not until I say it's over. Because they're basically a resistance group now. And they briefly fight him and they get away. Though they apparently have their hands on a Quinjet, so they go flying to Japan again. They did this also in the third arc of the series involving the Silver Samurai. And they go there and they get into a big humongous brawl with a Hand, which is done really well by the artists in here. And the artists, there's like one main artist, there's two artists in here. You have Alex Maleev, and you also have Lian Yu, who does the main issues in here. Alex Maleev does the one-shot issue with Scarlet Witch. Now, the cover art, they don't really say who does the cover art in here. No, it could be Alex Maleev. I think it's Alex Maleev's artwork. I think he does the cover art here. So they go a big brawl with the Hand. Maya Lopez at one point gets stabbed by Elektra, though she dies, though she gets resurrected. So then Maya gets her hands on a I'm trying to think, what was it? It was basically this thing, Elektra's weapon, where she proceeds to stab Elektra in the gut, and the Wolverine's like, what the heck is this? Spider-Man says the same thing. And then we have a very shocking cliffhanger to this book. Elektra is a Skrull. Yep. And Bendis himself has never explained when the heck this even frickin' happened. And the whole point of this plot, this little thing, it's a setup for Secret Invasion, which I have reviewed. Yep. Good job on the part of Bendis. Like, we have an aftermath storyline for Civil War 1, and then we set up the next really big epic crossover, Secret Invasion. Awesome. This book is so good. Give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Damn good book. Can't wait to get my hands on the next book, The Trust. Now, if you look curious, like, how many books do I have left to give before I finish reviewing New Avengers? Well, this is volume 6. I have, let's see. You have 4 books this volume. Let's see, yeah, 4 books this volume. I think it's like, I think it's like 1 book for the next volume. Yeah, because, excuse me, I have technically reviewed the first 16 issues for volume 2, and I also own the last trade for the next volume, so I have roughly 5 trades left to get for New Avengers, and that will be it for New Avengers overall. Though the thing is, with Elektra being a Skrull, that also is explored not only it's not only explored in the next storyline, it's also explored in the pages of Mighty Avengers. Now the thing is, Elektra is not the only character replaced by a Skrull. They also have revealed that Blackbird was replaced by a Skrull, so was Mockingbird years past. Spider-Woman was revealed to be a Skrull. She was revealed to be actually the Skrull Queen. Hank Pym was replaced with a Skrull. And I think that was it. Roughly 5 characters. Though some of them you can basically say when they're replaced. Mockingbird was replaced during the final year of West Coast Avengers. Elektra, surprisingly, Bendis has never revealed exactly when in the world she was placed with a Skrull. When the heck she took over the hand again? Don't know. It's quite a mystery. Because Daredevil Comics never bothered to explain this at all. Nope, I don't think this is even mentioned in Daredevil, despite the fact Bendis was writing at this point. He's not writing right now, he's writing Superman right now. But yeah, 2 really damn good trades. One by Hickman, the other, of course, by Brian Michael Bendis. This came out, I think, in 2007, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Well, basically 06, 07. That's basically this one. This came out, I believe it was 20... I think it was 2009. I think it may be 2010. Yeah, it was 20. It was 2009 and 2010. So this came out roughly, basically 10 years ago originally. Though this is the 3rd printing, and this came out roughly. This story concluded 13 years ago. That one was 10. Yep. And I personally can't wait to get my hands on the next trades because I love Bendis' run for New Avengers. It is so damn good. Can't wait to get my hands on. Okay, so. That's it for particular review. My next video I'll put up in a little bit. I'm just basically wanting my voice to rest for a bit. I will just do my next 3 videos. Basically 3 straight comic corners. Actually, it's 2. One's right next to me. The other, of course, be digital one. Okay? Do the next video. Bye.